Hey again. So you guys remember that pasta I made a couple days ago? I went out for Taco Tuesday yesterday to catch up with a friend of mine, and then realized like this food's gonna go to waste if I don't use it. Money is tight. That was the whole point of making the dang video, right? So what I did today was I put it in a Tupperware. Shout out Tupperware. And I'm taking it to my mom's. I called her yesterday because my nephew, her grandson, my younger sister's kid, hangs out there all the time throughout the summer when he's not playing basketball. My mom also. Um, I don't want her to be walking everywhere worrying about groceries. So she's probably still like, she likes making like Mexican food, like tacos and enchiladas, stuff like that. I'll have to take you guys in there one day. Do you guys want to see it? But I told her, Mom, I'm going to bring you some pasta. I'm going to take some to work too. We normally cook at work, but I don't want this food to go to waste. So I'm going to do what we call carry. Carry means where you bring your own food, but you still put in money. Because yes, firefighters have to pay for meals. We put in anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks, depending on how big the firehouse is. And each person's money goes together in a pool, and then we use that for groceries for the day to cook lunch and dinner. So, but today, since I'll be bringing in my own food, I have leftover, what you call it? Leftover this thing. It's called a torta. A torta, all that is really just a sandwich, right? A fancy sandwich, and it can be made of many different things. This is a carnitas torta with like lettuce, tomatoes. They had some kind of like guacamole sauce, not like straight up guacamole. It was kind of creamier, but it's good. So I got that, and if I leave that in the fridge, it's going to go to waste. So that was like a semi-expensive meal. So between a little bit of the leftover pasta and that's my food for the day. Probably munch on a few things, and I'll help my mom by giving her at least a meal that can cover for a day. You know, her and her grandson. So it's all about sharing, right? And not having food go to waste, because these ain't the times for that to happen. Like, we got to use everything we have, right? All right, I'm gonna hit you guys up later on my way to work. Peace.